January is about cleanup for a lot of us, and interior designer Glen Peloso joins us with his favorite tips for storing and organizing. And we were talking, the number one tip, first of all, is to get rid of things before you start organizing things.
Completely true. I always say that the good way to start is by completely purging and going through different spaces. So I've sort of arranged it. The places that people have a hard time with are pantries, bathrooms, and bedrooms. They're the hardest sort of thing. Well, often what happens is if you sort of look around the house, you've put things here and there, and you don't come back for a fresh
people
look.
are coming over, and it's like, I'm just going to store this here,
Exactly.
and then you leave it there.
Forever, exactly. So my rule is typically, if I didn't use it within the last year, probably I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
So like in a closet, for instance, you go through, if you look at all the clothes that you have in your closet and you sort of say, I haven't worn this in 4 seasons, which probably means I don't like it. And therefore, I'm always choosing something else.
And somebody else could like it.
And somebody else could like it. The other thing that I do, and I know you do this too, is color block your clothes.
Yep.
Because if you sort of go from light to dark, even when you're out shopping, you sort of look at things, you go, oh, I really like that black shirt, and then you think to yourself, oh, but I have like 14
a whole
black
shirt
shirts,
segment,
and there's really only 3 of them that I wear all the time because they're my 3 favorite black shirts, and so I could probably get rid of the other 13 of them. Just keep those 3, and then you get rid of some of that space. I think that it's smart. So I think that it's smart once you go through that process. Get some hangers that are all the same. It really gives you it makes the closet look really neat and clean. A, B, it sort of gives you that feeling of having a little bit of a boutique, but it really is organized, so it looks way calmer when you get to your closet and makes the process of getting ready in the morning that much simpler.
And you know what? I find out that having the nice hangers means, like, I'm not going to go out and buy new hangers.
Right.
If I don't have a hanger for it, something has to go.
And that's absolutely the truth. That having all the same hangers also allows you to say, I don't really need 400 shirts.
Yeah.
There's going to be, I don't know, 75 hangers. And if it doesn't fit in those 75 hangers, then we're not keeping it. And then you know to get rid of things as you get new things.
Okay.
The other thing is, once you get inside of your drawers, particularly in your bedroom, start to put in these little boxes. You can buy them at, the Container stores or box stores, or IKEA, I think, has them.
Yep.
Just little places that you can stick those things in, and it allows you to sort of organize things. So when you open the drawer, it's organized, and you're not trying to figure out, where is that stuff, and then by the time you leave your room, you need another hour at the end of the day to clean it up again. The other thing that I think is smart is, having some plastic containers that you can see into. These, I think, are quite, they're sort of lovely, so they have a really
right, and you don't have to move them off the shelf.
You do not have to move, and all of the things that you want in there are in there. So if this is just for belts, then you know that when you take this down, it has all of your belts. I don't have to be like, oh, I think another one is someplace else, and it allows you to organize, which also makes your mornings go way better when you're trying to get up and get out. These are great too because they're see-through. I think that it is smart also to label these.
Okay.
The reason being is that sometimes you come up with a plan, but the rest of the team, the family, the partners, etc., they're not on that same team. So you're like, no, it clearly says that's where scarves go, so put them back in there.
That's what we have in our hall closet.
I believe that.
Annette's hats, Annette's gloves, Daniel's stuff.
Right. He can do whatever he wants in his stuff
whatever,
thing,
but it goes in a bin.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then once you get into sort of like, these are good things that go behind closed doors. But if you have open shelves, these kinds of things work really well because they're lovely. I mean, one of the things that has changed in terms of a trend is we're seeing less of the plastic, more things that are woven. The bamboos, the boxes, the woven materials, just because it's a little bit more environmentally friendly. Also, it looks nice. So if you're looking up at a cupboard and you see just sort of baskets that look neat and clean, it's nicer than seeing tons of stuff or even seeing into a plastic bin that's filled with stuff. So in a place where it's exposed, that works really well.
Okay.
I think in
We've got 40 seconds left.
Okay. I think when
Beautiful
we're inside
boxes.
of beautiful boxes, put those on a table in the middle of the living room, and then you can put the remote in there, put the Game Boy in there. This I really like. This is a product called Air Safe, and it's used. You can use it in pantries. And what happens is, it has a seal. So you pull this out. I fill these with coffee.
Okay.
And then once you put the coffee back into it, you push all of the air out, or it can be. It smells good. I know. Or whatever's in there. This could be raisins. This could be anything that you want to keep air safe. That works really well. Those are great in all kinds of places.
We've organized our time.
We have organized our time.
We'll get your links up on our website, chch.com/morninglive.
Organized it.